Smiths. Just hands up for questions. Okay, Martin Devlin.
Hello guys, hey, congratulations on the quarterfinal. Beauden, just from your perspective, you've grown up playing with your brothers, you get to play with your brothers, and now on these occasions get bigger and bigger and bigger. Just talk to us about that familial link that you have, and the fact you look out there and there's two guys that you actually shared a bedroom with.
Yeah, that's right. Look, we, as youngsters playing in the backyard, we only dreamed of being here. That's one thing to play together in the black jersey. We're yet to do it in the coastal jersey. That's a dream as well. That'll be a proud moment for our family, but I'm pinching myself whenever we get the opportunity, and moments like what we got in the previous game were why we do it. It means so much to us, and yeah, it's special to be named once again this weekend and get the opportunity. So this time Mum will be in the stand. She's made the commitment to come over, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, Ollie, over there.
Aaron, I know it's a different opponent, you're a different team, but are there any, I suppose, lessons you can draw from the build up to the 2019 semi-final and maybe what didn't quite go right that year that can help you this week and ahead of this semi-final?
Yeah, I think in the sense of just remembering the pain of it probably is a big driver, especially for a few of us boys that were there. That feeling, and probably helped us reset after, quarter was quite an emotional and everything on the line week last week. And I think that's been the big lesson for us is taking the positives, acknowledging the step we took and how much that cost, body, physically, emotionally, mentally, and then rebuilding and finding that edge for what is another huge game for us and an opportunity for us to push forward in this comp, which is our ultimate dream.
Yep, Frankie in the front.
Yeah, hi. You played against Argentina a number of times. You're going back with Bertrand. How much you know of him, and just how much you know of him, and what do you expect from that battle at halfback?
Well, it's an exciting one. I've played him a few times, and he's a great player. He spots a gap and he's very explosive, and he's keeps their game going quick. Argentina have very quick ruck speed, which is something we're trying to slow down and obviously be aware of. And one of their biggest weapons is their offloading game, which they're able to. Their big boys have got good feet and great into passing, and how they build momentum through quick ball offloading, keeping the ball alive, and sometimes that leads to ill discipline or offsides or getting desperate at rucks. So we've got to make sure we keep an eye on him, and his kicking game's pretty critical for them as well.
Okay, over here. Thank you.
One for Beauden. Another question about one of your brothers, about Jordy. He's had just over a year at 12 for the All Blacks now, so staying run the second five. Was that always his natural position, did you feel? Is he happy that he's found that for the All Blacks? And what does he bring to the side with the way you play?
I think it is. Throughout secondary school, playing for Francis Douglas in the first 15, he preferred playing in the midfield, and then went down to Lincoln. He and Jack Goodhue teamed up, and it was always his preferred position, being in the midfield, just being able to, he likes the combat, the physicality, and I guess through his skill set, his height, he found his place at fullback for a while. I think he's one of the few players who have played almost every position in the back line, apart from halfback, but I've been impressed with his physicality, obviously his skills to pass and kick with great distance. He's come a long way, and I think he's found his place, his position at international rugby.
Okay, Luciano.
Yeah, Frankie likes for yeah, I'm his assistant. Basically, Argentina showed something against England which wasn't what they showed against Wales. Which team do you think will show up on Friday?
We know how physical they are, especially in the forwards, and how they run so hard. They scrum hard, they drive hard. Everything's about physicality and winning those battles for them. And then you've got plenty of skill within their backs and their speed, explosiveness. We're expecting anything, to be fair. We can only analyse what games we've seen previously. So we know defensively we've got to be really up for a physical battle for them to come through the heart there, and expect some silky footwork in the wide edges.
Okay, we'll go to James McConey and then over here.
Yeah, it's a question for both of you. I noticed there was massive emotion after that Irish game, and must be huge excitement for a semi-final. So how do you stay grounded this week and not burn out before game day? What sort of things are you doing to just keep your emotions in check?
We know we've got to be better again this weekend. Simply the emotions, the intensity, it's all on the line this weekend. It's our final once again. It's how we treated last week's game, and we know that from previous lessons that intensity needs to be matched, if not increased, from the previous week when it comes to knockout rugby. So we're well aware of the great supporters the RGs have in the scoreboard and all of that. If you give them a good sniff early on, they thrive off that, and they can smell blood. But yeah, we're up for the challenge. Whatever comes our way, we'll be ready.
Okay.
Can I ask both of you, in terms of your considerable experience, all the great games you played, what do you think of last weekend as a sort of a reference for modern rugby, like the 2 games here in Paris?
Yeah. As I said on Saturday night, that was the proudest All Black performance I've been a part of. The build-up, the emotion, and the game, the spectacle itself, and felt like that game went for about 2 days, and that second half felt like forever. But it was so much fun and intensity, and just 2 teams not giving up, and our boys to really stay in it, really control that last 10 minutes was the most proud point. And then to defend 37 phases, stay on side, not give away a penalty, not give them another opportunity, and for one of our senior players to nail the last moment was pretty special. And then you look at the other quarterfinal, what a game as well. So that's the beauty of this World Cup. It's been a spectacle the whole way. The French public, the French stadiums, the weather. As a player, you can't. You appreciate so much about what's gone into this tournament, and to be still a part of it is just such a blessing. And as players, it's your opportunity to make sure you prepare and give it absolutely everything each day to when you get a chance to play. And we're lucky enough to have another opportunity this weekend, and we want to be better than we were last week.
Andrew Seville at the back there.
Aaron, you mentioned last weekend the highs of last weekend. How do you come back down and then go back up again? How big a challenge is that?
Yeah, I think you've just got to look it in the face and go, yep, that's we took that step. But I'm an emotional person. I use things to fuel me, and I remember being in the same position 4 years ago, and we didn't get it right that night. And this opportunity, that messaging this week around taking the learnings. But I think personally for me, going into this game, I want to really start better. My execution was off for a good chunk of that game, and I cost our team dearly with a yellow card, and my first 2 passes found no one. So personally, I'm just trying to make sure I can execute my role for the team. And I think in the second half I was able to do that, just do my job, trust my instincts, and play. So using those energy and the lessons of 4 years ago, and just trying to make sure on Friday night I'm in a position to execute my role as best as I can.
Liam?
all four quarter-finalists kicked more than the opposition. You guys had a lot of success with your short kicking game, had success against Argentina with the kicking before. How big a part do you expect that to play this week?
Yeah, we were early on in the competition quite surprised with everyone's long kicking game. With the warmer conditions, the ball was certainly travelling a lot more, so we'll still see a fair bit of long kicking, but with the conditions now, the weather's a bit cooler, it's raining, there might be a few more balls going up, contested balls along the ground, so it's all about finding that space. It's having a repertoire with many options of getting the ball there, multiple players who can also kick is very important for how we play.
Okay, in the front here.
Thank you very much. A question for both of you, Phil May, about your captain. What has Sam Kane brought to the group in times when it has been tough over the last couple of years that has made him an exceptional leader and maybe one who will win the World Cup?
I've been very complimentary in my words towards our skip recently. A lot of you don't see or hear what he says to us in huddles and meetings. He's a leader you really want to follow because of the way he puts his body on the line, the way he defends, tackles, he's fully committed. So he's inspiring to us when he does those efforts, those actions on the field.
Yeah, totally agree with Bodie, but I just love the way he, in our huddles and stuff, he smiles in the big moments when it's getting tough. As a leader, he just puts it out there about what's going on and what we need to do next. And his Monday to Friday stuff with our leaders and pushing us and probing the right question, and then his preparation is wordless. He just shows through his actions, through his always on time, there first. He shows up every day wanting to be better, and as a player and as a guy who's played with him a long time, you get inspired by that. And then when you see him do what he did on the weekend, that's pretty, we're just all following him. And as us leaders, it's our job to help support him as best as we can as well. And he's an inspiring man.
Okay, next one there, and then last one at the back.
Question for Beauden. Since 2019, you've played as a 15 and Richie Mwanga as 10, and you have a link between you. How can you describe the evolution of this link between you and Richie Mwanga until today?
Yeah, the link or relationships growing significantly on and off the field. We understand each other more, and we understand how we can contribute to the team in different areas of the game, particularly in phase play when it gets broken up and out of structure. We're both there and we can bounce off each other, and if Richie's in the ruck, I can stand up and direct play with the halfback and vice versa. So it's been a pleasure to play with Rich, and also with D-Mac. Whoever's out there, the 10-15 combinations, very important to this team.
Last one at the back, thanks.
Hi, Beauden. I know it's a long time ago now, but how did you manage to overcome the defeat of the game against France? What did you learn from it? You have the feeling you get more and more insurance game after game?
You're testing my memory there. It seems like a long time ago, but we missed a few opportunities, particularly in that second half. We felt we probably deserved more points in the first half for how we played, but that's rugby. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. There were just some critical moments in the second where you've got to take those against a quality side. But like I said, it's quite a long time ago. Obviously they're a fantastic team with threats all over the park. I admire the way they play rugby with a balance of physicality and flair, and the way they find space. So yeah, we really respect them as a rugby team.
Thanks everyone. Thanks, Ben.